So if you like sushi, you'll love today's recipe. I made my healthy vegan, no lobster sushi burritos, and I made it using no oil, no refined sugar, and no rice. I even threw in some spicy mayo. And today, I'm gonna show you how to make your own. All right, so on the menu today are some delicious vegan lobster sushi burritos. Let's talk about what we're gonna use to put these together. We're gonna start with some of my HV lobster salad. And this is a great recipe, I absolutely love it. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna include this recipe with the burrito, but I'm also gonna include a link in the description to the actual video showing you how to make the HV lobster salad step by step, so that you'll have that. I just use some hearts of palm and some chives and red onions and those kind of things, but this is delicious. So we're gonna start with our HV lobster salad. Now for the vegetables, I'm gonna use some green leaf lettuce, some red pepper, and then some green onions here. Now here's where you have a little flexibility, because this is what I'm using, but you could use any vegetables that you prefer. If you want to change it up and use cucumber or whatever, you could do that. I'm also going to use some grated carrot. I didn't mention that, but grated carrots as well. But again, whatever vegetables you prefer to go into your sushi burrito, you could switch it up and use those too, or leave it the same. I'm going to use a nori sheet to wrap these in. Now, nori sheets are great because, as you know, being a vegan, you need a source of iodine. So you can either supplement iodine, or the way that I do it is use sea vegetables. Now there's also iodized salt that has iodine in it, but you want to keep your salt intake low, at least I do, or exclude it altogether. So I don't want to rely on that to get my iodine. Nori sheets are great. You can use other sea vegetables. I don't recommend kelp because kelp is so high in iodine that you run the risk of getting too much. Then you can run into some thyroid issues, which is not a good thing. So my preference is nori sheets or dulse flakes. We're going to use some millet here. Now I'm using millet, but you could use the grain of your choice. You could use quinoa or some other grain. I'm using millet, and typically I cook millet with a little less water. But for this particular recipe, I added a little water, cooked it a little more to get it mushy. I want it to be somewhat mushy. It's not completely mushy, but somewhat mushy, because when it's mushy and sticky, that's what you want to help it adhere to the nori sheet, and it just makes a better overall finished burrito. So that's what I do with my millet this time. We're gonna use some apple cider vinegar and some coconut aminos. These are the ingredients we're gonna use. Again, you got some flexibility, but this is what I'm using today to put these burritos together. Let's start doing that. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do is get our millet ready to go into our sushi burrito. Now, if you were making a traditional sushi burrito, you would be using sticky rice, and you would be adding rice vinegar and then some salt and some refined sugar, but we're gonna use healthier ingredients in that. We're gonna use the millet to replace the rice, we're gonna use the coconut aminos to replace the sugar and the salt content, and we're gonna use apple cider vinegar instead of rice vinegar. All right, so now we're gonna put this together, and then we'll be ready to get it into our burrito. So I'm just starting by adding my coconut aminos and apple cider vinegar to my millet, and then I'm going to get them mixed in really well. All right, so let's prepare to put our filling into our nori sheet here. Now, one thing I'm doing is using a piece of parchment paper, and there's a couple of reasons for that. It just makes it easier to roll because you have it extending beyond the nori sheet, and then it makes it easier to eat also, because these can tend to get a little messy and a little awkward. So having that parchment paper there for the end result is going to make it easier to eat. Now, as far as how I layer things, I'm gonna layer them the way that I think makes the most sense, which is starting with the millet and then going to our lettuce and so on and so forth, as you'll see in this process. So let's start putting our sushi lobster roll together. So I'm starting by adding the millet on top of my nori sheet. Now you wanna add enough to make it about 3/4 of an inch thick. Then you wanna press to make it nice and compact. Then it's time to add the veggies. Now it's important not to add too much veggies, or it will be very difficult to roll. Trust me, I learned this the hard way. Now, once you have finished adding the filling, it's time to roll it up. To do this, you'll use parchment paper to lift and tuck your burrito. Once it's rolled up, it's time to twist the ends of the parchment paper and, using a sharp knife, cut it in half. If you're enjoying this video, please like and subscribe below. All right, our no lobster sushi burritos are complete. The only thing left is a taste test for you, of course. That is so good. If you love sushi burritos, you'll love this. The spicy mayo takes it to another level. Gotta try this one. make your own. All right, if you're new to my channel and you're wondering how to find the recipes, look below the video and tap on the word more and you'll see the beginning of the recipe. Tap on the word more a second time and you'll see the full recipe, and then you can begin to make your own. Thanks for watching.